Good day, everyone.
I was born and raised in Detroit. Growing up there, I saw people like me running things.
This is a courtroom, not a circus, so we're gonna calm down.
I'm sorry.
What I found there was a passion that I didn't know existed.
This is the bottom line.
I'm excited to free fall into the limitless possibilities with we the people. So many are fearful of the law. They think it's something that works against them.
I think you need to begin to accept responsibility for your mistakes.
We are the people.
Shayna Sterling claims her sister agreed to help pay for their late mother's nursing home bills, but hasn't contributed a dime.
All rise.
Sarah Sterling says she planned to pay her share, but lost her job and needed more time.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lauren Lake presiding.
You may be seated.
Hello, Judge.
Hello, good morning, Sean. Good day, everyone. Good day. This is the case of Sterling versus Sterling. Ms. Sterling, you are suing the defendant for $3,500 for breach of contract. You say the defendant failed to contribute to your late mother's nursing home bill as agreed. Is that correct?
Yes.
Defendant, you say you were unable to contribute due to being laid off. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, so you all are sisters.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you've lost your mother. I'm so very sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I know how hard that is. Let me start with you, Ms. Sterling. You say your sister owes you $3,500 for breach of contract, and this is all surrounding a nursing home bill.
Yes,
for your
something
mom.
that we agreed upon over text. I'd actually been asking her over and over and over again to put her in a home. And although she's been thinking that it's okay to take care of her at home and our mother was better off, it just wasn't the case. I'm a physical...
So let me just understand. So your mom was staying with your sister at first?
Yes.
You were caring for your mother, Ms. Sterling? Okay. And so at that time, it was determined by the doctors or by the family that she should go into a nursing home facility? Who decided that?
Family, apparently.
Okay. I'm a physical therapist. I know what I'm talking about. I had to literally bite nails for her to agree.
How long had your mom been living with you, Ms. Sterling?
2.5 years.
So you'd been taking care of her?
Yes.
Pretty much by yourself?
Yes.
And she lived there full time with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have anybody else living in your home?
No, it was just her and I.
Okay. And did your sister help?
Not physically. She was there for the calls and she was checking on her over the phone, but we seen her maybe once, twice a month.
How many other siblings do you have? Any?
It's just us.
Just you two. Okay. You, Ms. Sterling, in your professional opinion as a therapist, you felt like your mom needed additional care.
Yes, her stroke was severe. And whenever I called her, she was slurring. It just sounded bad. And I don't think anyone wants to hear their mother sounding like that. It was heartbreaking. I mean, I know you were saying that you were doing your best, but it didn't sound like that, Sarah.
I was doing my best. My mother
your best
was
wasn't
fine.
enough. I am a doctor. I know what I'm talking about.
Understood. However, I will say this. Two things can be true. Your sister could be doing her best, and your mom could have needed additional attention.
Yeah.
So can you take me to the part where you obviously say a contract was formed? Talk to me about when you felt like this contract was formed concerning the $3,500 in medical expenses.
Yeah, so I actually have our text messages right here for you.
Sean, may I see those, please?
I'll take the whole folder here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So Sarah and I, we came to a decision that me and her were going to split our mother's bills 50-50. And it was hard to get her to agree, but she did agree.
So you're saying this isn't my field. I'm in the medical field. I understand. This is what's best. So you all shared a series of text messages.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you given any more thought to what I said about placing mom in an assisted living facility? It would just be temporary until mom is back on her feet. The defendant, you respond, those places give me the creeps. I know mom wouldn't be happy there. You have so little faith in me. I'm taking perfectly good care of her. And then plaintiff, you respond, it's not about you, Sarah. She needs professional help. This will be good for her. We'll split the cost 50-50. Okay, fine. Just let me know how much I owe you, I guess. This is what you're saying the contract was based upon.
Yes.
So what happened? Why are we here today?
Because I told her that I have been laid off from my job. She knew that prior to all of this happening, and I'm still trying to get back on my feet since our mother
So
passed.
when you were laid off, did you type this
I did.
before you were laid off or after?
This was after. I was laid off around the same time that my mother got sick and she had her stroke. So I took that time to take care of her and be there for her and provide all of the help that she needed. And I didn't look for more work because she needed my help. She was my work. Until Shayna came along and felt like she knew it was better for our mother and put her in an unfamiliar environment where essentially she passed away.
Coming up,
It's literally been
Okay,
months, and all
so
I'm looking
you're
for is a
admitting in
time frame.
open court that you did tell her you would pay her.
I did
but
agree to
you
pay.
just needed more time to pay.
Yes, she wanted the money right then and there, and that's what led us here.
and later,
Who wants to be bothered with that on a vacation?
Your Honor, we were not being that loud. I think she went out of her tent and was listening. She was kind of being like a peeping Tom.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with the case of Shayna Sterling, who is fighting with her sister, Sarah Sterling, over a nursing home bill.
At what point after you lay your mom to rest and you're dealing with all of this grief, does this $3,500 resurface?
Well, it's funny you ask. We weren't even able to lay her to rest before I received an invoice from my sister.
Yeah.
She sent me the invoice the day after our mother passed. So,
The day after?
Yes, because it was urgent. I have a family and I have responsibilities. And up until that point, she'd really been evading the question. And I needed it done. We were both hurting, but life doesn't stop just because somebody's dead.
And so you receive an invoice the day after your mom passed. What do you say, Ms. Sterling?
I told her that I would be able to get back with her once I got back on my feet. I never said that I wasn't going to pay you. I said that I was going to get back on my feet, and once then, I was going to be able to give her the money.
It's been months. It's literally been months.
Okay,
And all
so
I'm looking
you're
for is a
admitting
time
in
frame.
open court that you did tell her you would pay her,
I did
but
agree to
you
pay.
just needed more time to pay.
Yes, in her plan, she wanted the money right then and there, and that's what led us here. That was 6 months ago.
If you look at those text messages, I've been so calm with Sarah. All I'm looking for is a time frame, and she is stubborn. She never gives me a straight
She's
straight
so
up
calm
answer. She
that we're
said,
here in court
no,
right
no,
now.
because she says, I guess, or, oh, maybe. It's always an undefinitive answer.
Are you
needed the money.
working now, Ms. Sterling?
At the moment, I'm not. I'm still in between jobs. I'm still trying to get my life together, and my sister may not understand that because she lives such a perfect life.
I don't.
But I'm trying to get back on my feet. And
Well, I can see
grieve
there's a
my
lot
mother.
going on underneath the surface here. Number one, you both are grieving, right?
Although you're saying that, I mean, she missed our own father's funeral, so I kind of just don't even really feel bad.
Wait, you don't feel bad about what?
I don't feel bad about being hard on her right now.
Because you're upset with her because she missed your father's funeral?
If you want to say that, yeah.
There it is. She's holding grudges that.
Does that not sound like something I should hold
So
a
why did you
grudge
miss your
about?
father's funeral?
My father and I, we had our own estranged relationship. He did not always agree with the men that I dated. And at the time, the men that I was dating, me and my father, we had a disagreement. Our last conversation was not a pleasant one. So while I live with that every day, I didn't go to his funeral.
And she's been trying to make up with it. by
So
being
you've
there
been
for-
mad about that.
Yeah.
But she's already stated that she feels badly about that. She's got to live with that. See,
It's
what it seems like to
unforgivable.
me is you all are in a grieving process. You're taking it out on one another. And let me just say this. Neither your mother or your father, they wouldn't want this.
That's all I tried to tell her. I tried to explain that to her and express
No,
that
you
to
pushed
her.
me. You pushed me out of mom's life. She was being
No
greedy
one
about
pushed
the,
you anywhere. I didn't push you
no,
out of
Sarah,
mom's
because
life.
the entire time you were pushing me out of mom's life, trying to get all up in the inheritance, asking questions.
In
I'm busy with my
what?
kid and my freaking husband, and you were just so.
Wait a minute, there was inheritance?
Yes.
So why did we use some of this money you inherited to pay her medical bills?
I don't know, but all I know is that
Where'd that money go?
Where did it go?
The inheritance money.
Wait a minute, was there a will?
There was a will, and that is what I was discussing with her while she's trying to make it seem like I was just using our mother for inheritance money.
Because she was so under her.
You weren't there at all. How would you know how under
like
her
you said,
I was?
I was there every 2. I have other responsibilities.
You weren't
I
there.
have
So
a job.
I was there every day.
I have kids.
I was there every day. So you talk about every few months,
Whatever,
please.
Sarah.
I was there
Honestly.
every day. And you
Okay,
wanna throw our fathers-
ladies, let's get some order. We're not getting anywhere. You grieve differently, and there's nothing wrong with that. But bringing it to court, it's only pulling you apart. And that's the thing they always say. Death brings out the craziest things in family and people. And while you're trying to deal with some of the biggest losses of your lives, your father, your mother, now you're fighting over money too? Now, when I read that text message, I'm gonna be honest with you, Miss Sterling, I didn't feel like there was a clear contract, right? You said, okay, fine, I guess.
I agree.
Well, that's not clear. There's no contract. There's no real bargain for exchange. There's no real agreement here between these siblings to cover these costs. However, in open court today, you testified. And I told her I'm gonna give her half the money. I just need more time to pay it.
I will.
So how long do you need?
Maybe a year, maybe.
Can you give your sister some grace right now and give her a year to pay you back this $3,500? Can you give her a year?
I can give her a year.
Thank you. She can give you a year to get this money paid. You've already said you owe it. So my judgment's gonna be for the plaintiff. For $3,500. Pay that within a year, but more importantly during that year, work on your relationship, because the way you honor one another is the way you honor your parents who have gone on. Do you understand? Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $3,500.
I just wish you would have chose a better solution instead of bringing us in front of all of these people
You're
to
mad
handle
'cause
our
you got
personal
embarrassed.
business.
You're mad because you got embarrassed because you're not responsible. You didn't have the funds because you're not looking for a job.
Coming up,
My boyfriend is very gifted.
That's a
in the-
yes or no question.
Your Honor,
Nobody want to know about your boyfriend's gifts.
Your Honor, I didn't know we were being that loud. We were keeping it down.
you're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. Samantha Brooks claims she and her daughter had to abandon their campsite and get a hotel because of the sexual activity from Ms. Carter and her boyfriend's tent. Megan Carter says the plaintiff is just jealous of her love life.
Good day, everyone. This is the case of Brooks versus Carter. Ms. Brooks, you are suing Ms. Carter for $900 for negligence. You say the defendant created a disturbance and you and your daughter had to leave a campground. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And Ms. Carter, you say that the plaintiff is overreacting.
I do.
All right.
She's way overreacting, Your
I'm
Honor.
going to start with the plaintiff. What happened at the campground, Ms. Brooks?
We were supposed to be booked for 4 days. On the first day, she failed to mention that she was going to bring her boyfriend.
Do you all know each other?
Yes,
Okay.
we are acquaintances.
Okay. Were you guys taking this trip together or they just were at the same campground?
No, well, actually, our friend Roxanne planned the whole trip.
You decided to come with your daughter.
Yes.
And did you bring a guest, Ms. Carter?
Yes, I invited my daughter to come, but she's 16, and the other 2 girls that came were 8. And so at the last minute, my daughter wasn't able to come, and I didn't want to go camping by myself, and I had already invested money in the campsite, and so I brought my boyfriend.
Okay, what happened? Why are you suing Ms. Carter for $900?
So on the first night, she decided to be physically intimate with her partner, and she was being extremely loud.
Did you realize y'all had gotten a little loud?
Your Honor, my boyfriend is very gifted.
That's
in
a yes or no question.
Your Honor,
Nobody want to know about your boyfriend's gifts.
Your Honor, I didn't know we were being that loud. We were keeping it down.
Coming up,
She gave me no inclination that there was a problem at that point. She just packed her stuff up and left.
Did you
And
tell her the second night I could still hear you?
Yeah, well, it was the middle of the night.
you're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with the case of Samantha Brooks, who brought Megan Carter to court for negligence.
The problem is we had agreed it was going to be a mommy and daughter camp trip. I actually have evidence.
I'll look at that evidence, please.
And instead of communicating with us, she didn't tell us that she was going to bring her boyfriend instead of her 16-year-old daughter. But that
All
was
right.
initially the plan.
So these are text messages of you guys talking about the 4
trip.
days are booked. Lily's looking forward to it. Perfect mommy-daughter trip. Okay, so this was a mother-daughter trip.
Yes.
And once your daughter said she wasn't coming, you unilaterally decided, I'll bring my boyfriend instead and not waste the money.
That's correct.
All
And
right,
Your
so
Honor,
when you found out that she and her boyfriend were a little loud, did you say something to her?
Yes, well, thankfully I had my iPad and the headphones, so I put that on my daughter and we were able to go to sleep and everything was fine. The following day, I communicated with her and I told her, hey, you know what? It's very inappropriate. We could hear it. Our tents are next door to each other, so just be mindful. And she agreed that she would keep it down.
You already thought you were keeping it down, so you're gonna keep it down even further.
yes, and I agreed to that. And the next day, we were all around the campfire and we were all singing and having a good time. And then she took her daughter off to bed. And me and my boyfriend had, a small glass of wine, and they went off to bed. And it was like 2 hours before we went back, and we were very quiet. And I think she's just jealous.
They got drunk, and in fact, they got even more louder this time around.
So it was louder the second night.
It was louder the second time, and unfortunately, the iPad was just not charged, and I had to grab my daughter and go to the nearest hotel because...
Was there any way for you to move your tent across the woods?
I could have, but she didn't ask me to do that at all. We were just having a good time. She gave me no inclination that there was a problem at that point. She just packed her stuff up and left.
Did you tell her the second night I could still hear you?
Yeah, well, it was the middle of the night.
Judge Lake's verdict when We the People returns. You're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake.
Who wants to be bothered with that on a vacation?
Your Honor, we were not being that loud. I think she went out of her tent and was listening. She was kind of being like a peeping Tom. I mean, we were not being that loud.
So you think she's suing you for $900 because she was mad because you were able to have sex on this vacation and she wasn't?
She's jealous because she isn't getting any from her husband, and I have a very handsome boyfriend.
I have a very healthy relationship with my husband.
I was about to say, I don't know why she would be jealous. You the one with the boyfriend. She got a husband.
Yes.
Well, her husband
Okay,
didn't
so
wanna
that
come
case
camping.
is closed. And then why you make the decision as an adult to have sex in a tent next to a mother sleeping with an 8-year-old child and then can't keep your noise down. Like, it just seems inconsiderate. You should have said, we're gonna relocate because we know we're gonna be intimate. I don't think sleeping next to an 8-year-old child. I don't like that you're even putting the child, endangering the child to hear this kind of stuff. Judgment for the plaintiff for $900. Pay her her money. She deserves another vacation with her child. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $900.
Well, I'm very happy for this decision. I'm glad the judge was able to see my point of view because I was a very concerned mom.
Sex is a normal part of life, and we were out in nature. We should teach children that love is right.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.